Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. For the Virgo full moon, which is a supermoon happening on March 9th or March 10th, depending on where you are in the world. And this reading will go until April 7th when we have the full moon in Libra. It's a very strong, supportive energy, and it's a great time to shine a light on practical, earthy projects that may have been oppressed in the winter months, diet, exercise, any food issues. And it's important to ask yourself the questions, have you been too picky, pedantic, or critical of yourself or anyone else? Have you been humbled to the point of underrating yourself? Have you been of service to others enough this month? Have you been worrying and complaining too much and thus attracting negative energy? And have you paid enough attention to the details that you need this month? The message is to remember the importance of helping others and finding balance between being down to earth and allowing yourself to dream. Okay, so Virgo, let's go ahead and get into this full moon reading for you guys. Again, this is a reading from March 9th until April 7th for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. As some of you may know, I am a Virgo rising, so this is a reading as much for you as it is for me. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. What does Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs need to hear? Spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and spirit guides. What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Woof. All right. That is the Three of Wands popping out, growth and expansion. High Priestess energy. There you go, Virgo. The overanalysis paralysis with the Eight of Swords. The Magician. Knight of Swords. The Hierophant in reverse. Okay, and we have the Emperor card. Let me see if I can fit all of these in here for you, Virgs. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay, let me see if you guys can see all of these or not. I might have to move some things around, and being Virgo rising, it has to be meticulous or as close to perfect. Okay, so I'm actually going to move this out of the way here, move it over here so that we can see if I don't burn myself, and we'll move these guys up. Okay, Virgo, your overall energy here is the Death card. This is Scorpionic energy. You might have that in your chart. You might be exhibiting these qualities, or you might be dealing with somebody with these in their chart or exhibiting these qualities. But the Death card in reverse is the need for you, Virgo, to let something, there's a transformation that needs to happen. So you really need to let go, and you need to allow this transformation to happen and to clear these blocks. Underneath that, you do have the Lovers card. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. And this is all about partnerships. It could be a soulmate relationship. It could be any sort of partnership, though. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be with your loved ones, your children, your family. It could be at work. It could be with you and your higher self. Whoa, but you get the Lovers and the Four of Wands. So for some of you, this might be a twin flame relationship that you're dealing with. These two cards are soulmate energies. These might be soul contracts, okay? Also, so pay attention to whether or not this is, a soulmate energy, or is this a karmic connection where you were meant to just learn a lesson and then to move on, okay? So Virgo, you guys are coming out as the High Priestess energy. I love this. This is all about, being very, very intuitive. This is all about, some of you might be empaths, some of you might be other tarot readers, but this is you really relying on your intuition. For some of you, you really might have to make an important choice that we see here between the black and the white column. For others of you, it's the importance of sort of pulling back right now, paying attention to the signs and the synchronicities that you're receiving to get the answers that you might need. Now, how you're projecting yourself to the world, You might be pulling back. And Virgos, we have a penchant for over analyzing. So I think a lot of people see us getting in our own way, overthinking something and not moving. But I think you see that a little bit differently here with this high priestess energy, because I think this is the way you're projecting yourself, and other people see you, Virgo, as stuck in your thoughts, stuck in a situation, not moving. And but I do feel like this is actually a purposeful thing that you're doing, and it could also have to do with Mercury in retrograde. This whole the last couple of weeks not really moving forward, because Virgos, you're also ruled by Mercury, so it might have been sort of feeling like a stagnant period for you, or where you were really pulling back here to just analyze and get the information that you needed, and to make sure that it wasn't coming from outside sources, but that you were sort of double checking it, cross-referencing it from what was going on within. Now, what's blocking your desires and your goals? This is the Magician card. This is all about manifestation. So I think, Virgo, you haven't been moving, you haven't been making decisions, you haven't been manifesting because but you have all the tools. You just need to pick them up. Okay, Virgo, so just pick up those tools. But I think you're taking your time because you need to feel ready. It's not when people tell you that you're ready. You need to feel ready, and Spirit's saying all the tools are there. Just pick them up, because you will be able to manifest whatever it is that you desire. Now, what you need to do to overcome these obstacles, we do have the Knight of Swords. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, and this is showing up in the reverse. Now, the Knight of Swords, when he's showing up in reverse, this is somebody who's like going full force, but they don't really have a plan in place, and they're just sort of swinging that sword aimlessly. So it could be like communications, it could be, somebody who doesn't really have a clear direction. So Spirit is saying, the way that you can overcome this is, continue doing what you're doing, but you do need to eventually make a choice and stick to it and go for it, okay? The next card out is what you can do within yourself in order to help achieve your desires. This is the Taurus card of the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is, in the reverse. It's really all about breaking a contract. I feel like, Virgos, maybe we've been a little bit too dogmatic. Maybe we feel a sense of obligation to a person, or to a job, or to a thing, to a relationship, or even a part of ourselves that's no longer healthy. So remember, I know, Virgos, we like to follow things through. We're very hardworking. We take things seriously. We are service oriented. We don't like to let people down. But I feel like sometimes within, you have to have a conversation and say, am I doing this to a fault or to my own detriment? Okay, so it doesn't mean that I'm saying, yeah, break your responsibilities, leave your job, run out on your partner, leave them with, holding the bag, because I know, Virgos, we don't ever do that. Okay, but you do need to take a look and see, where are things no longer serving you here? Okay, like maybe something has become formless and lost direction, or a relationship has just become arguing and it's just noise, but you're just staying there because of a sense of obligation to this person, but it really isn't good for you or for them any longer. Okay, so that's going to be really important, and giving yourself that space and the permission to walk away from things that aren't healthy, because oftentimes, when we stay in a situation, a job, a relationship, whatever it might be, that is no longer healthy, us staying there, we're doing the other person a disservice as well. Okay. Now, what you can learn from, the outside world or others, this is the Emperor card. This is the importance of setting boundaries. And Virgos, sometimes we're not good at setting boundaries because we want to help other people, and we let other people walk all over us. So it's really important, Virgo, that you turn this Emperor energy around. This could be Aries. You could be dealing with someone, but it is important, you put your foot down. And I'm going to leave him upright because I really want that to sink in. Virgo, now's the time to set boundaries. Don't let people walk all over you. Don't let your sense of obligation feel that, well, that means you have to work harder than others in a relationship or at a job, that, especially if you're not being compensated or you're not receiving, your commensurate energy or amount or resources or what have you, or if you're over giving. Okay, Virgo. Now, what I do see, as your projected outcome here is the Two of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and this is you restoring balance back into your life. Okay, now this could be in health, this could be in your your finances. It could be, in your relationship, but the Two of Pentacles is all about balance, and it's all about change. So there's something that's shifting for you, but I do feel like you're going to feel much more imbalanced during this, Virgo full moon period, until we have, we have the full moon in Libra, which is also all about balance. So I think that will make you feel, or make us feel, a lot better. Okay, a lot more balanced, restoring the equilibrium. All right, let's go ahead and see what additional messages we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this full moon in Virgo reading. Okay, so you get journey. I love this, number 2. So I do get that this is a journey that you've taken, on your own. And I feel like it's more than anything, it's an inward journey. And there are things that you have to explore and find out for yourself. You may not be able to take everyone with you, okay? The attachment card, number 5, this is all about unhealthy attachments. So I feel like that's a theme that you're going through, whether it's a relationship or whether it's a job. Again, it's this Taurus card in reverse, the Hierophant. What do you feel obligated to? What do you feel, what do you have a verbal or written contract with? A job or a person, or is it a marriage, or is it, just a sense of being within yourself that has become unhealthy? Okay, and then we have Magician and the Mirror, number 53. You have the Magician coming out twice. So Virgos, this is an amazing time for us to be manifesting, okay? But look here, the Magician, he has to do a lot of self-reflection, which I see going on, trusting your inner guidance, okay? Really sort of shutting out the outside world and what others think or believe here. And then also, bringing about that balance is going to be really important. And all you have to do is pick up the tools that are on the table. And then you have 28, which is victory. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. And this is about, you have an assured victory. And I also feel like, karmic justice will be served if you've been overgiving. Okay, and now especially in a relationship, this is something that has ended that you need to allow to let bygones be bygones, whether it's an argument, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, something, there's a block here. And that block, and again, we do have this full moon coming out. So I feel like with this Virgo full moon, you're going to, you're going to bring in that energy that's necessary to transform this situation or leave this situation. Okay. And again, some of you might be moving towards love or a soulmate connection, or just something, again, this is another contract here. Okay. That, maybe it's a better, work contract or a new job, or something along those lines. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull additional cards for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Additional messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Now I have to move things. Sorry, Virgos. All right, and you get the card of Bee Spirit, sweet results await. Yeah, and I love that. I'm going to put that right there next to that victory card. All right, so good. The number 7. 7 is about introspection. I think you've put a lot of time and energy into whatever this is, even if it's just contemplating where you want to go or how you can fix this situation. 28, another 10, clear out the clutter. Yes, Virgo, and if anybody loves a good tidying up, it's a Virgo. So I feel like, you will be doing the spring cleaning. You'll be cutting out the things or the people or the situations that no longer serve you. Okay, my dearest Virgos, this is a beautiful reading, especially for a Virgo. It's like, I feel good about this. Yes, okay, organize things. All right, cut, trim the fat, clear out the clutter. All right, we're on our way. It makes a lot of sense, for a Virgo mind, I feel like this reading. Okay, very nice. And, Virgo is also the hermit energy. So, this journey, again, Virgos, we have a tendency to want to do things on our own. I mean, obviously it depends on what other planets are in your charts, but, this is, this all makes a lot of sense. I feel like everything's falling in place here. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service, number 2, selflessness, humility, and conscious action. Again, this is that service-oriented card. Virgos, we're happiest when we're making others happy as well, or when we're of service, and when we can put our skills to good use, all right? And so, this is all about, making sure that you don't forget about gratitude along the journey, and then also make sure, like, are you being appreciated? Because if you're not being appreciated, but you just keep putting out, then maybe it is time to leave. And here you have the hungry ghosts, obsessions, scarcity consciousness, and attachment. Look at that. That's coming out right on top of the attachment card and number 14, breaking down to a 5. Guys, I want you to look at this synchronicity here. Here you have Journey, number 2, and on top of that, a few cards later, we get the number 2, the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. 2s are about balance and about partnership. So really the importance of being recognized for all of your efforts in a partnership and the balance within a partnership. Okay, and then here you have 2 number 5s coming out. You have this attachment card, and then you have Hungry Ghosts, 14, breaking down to a 5. Double 5s. 5s are about conflict. They're about fluctuation. They're about change. 55 can be about instant manifestation. So for some of you, there's an unhealthy attachment here to a person or to a job. Okay, very, very interesting. Okay, and I'm going to pull, and this is, this is an obsession. You might be obsessed or somebody else might be obsessed, but there's something, that you need to let go of here. Okay, you need to realize that you're better, and Virgo, we are that hermit energy. We're okay on our own for the most part. So it might be somebody else who's being very codependent, and that really has you out of balance. Okay, and I do feel like, you are analyzing the situation. You're trying to come up with a strategy or a way to improve, help, or get out of this work situation or this romance or this, this obligation or this contract. All right, Virgo, and then you get Mother Mary. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So Spirit just wants you to know not to worry, okay, that your prayers have been answered. Everything's going to be fine. Expect miracles. Don't let your over-analytical mind get in the way of you seeing the abundance and the miracles all around you. Virgo, this is a beautiful, uplifting reading. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring the notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you guys for listening and all the love and support that you show this channel. And I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day.